Okay, since everybody already here, so I will start. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and aspiring scholars, good morning and a warm welcome to all of you joining us today for this insightful webinar on Mastering the Malaysian Technical Corporation Program MTCP Scholarship Application Insight and Success Tip 2025. I am Nur Fadila Yusof and I have the privilege of being your moderator for today's section. On behalf of SB Academic Consultancy and our distinguished speaker, we are delighted to have you here as we explore the key strategies to successfully applying for the MTCP scholarship. The MTCP scholarship is an incredible opportunity for students from developing countries to pursue postgraduate studies in Malaysia. And today, we aim to equip you with the knowledge, tips, and insight to make your application stand out. It is my pleasure to introduce our speaker today, Ms. Aminah Din Muhammad, an MTCP scholar currently at University Malaysia Pahang, Al Sultan Abdullah. Ms. Aminah will be sharing her first-hand experience and expert advice on navigating the application process successfully. With her insight, you will gain a deeper understanding of the MTCP scholarship and its benefits. You will get application requirement and key steps, tips for a strong and compelling application, also common mistakes to avoid, and lastly, a live question and answer session where you can ask all your burning questions. So here are some session guidelines before we start. Please ensure your microphone is mute during the session to avoid any distraction. Feel free to drop your question in the chat box at any time. We will address them during the question and answer session at the end. This webinar is being conducted via Microsoft Teams, so if you face any technical issue, kindly refresh your connection or reach out in the chat. Now, without further ado, let's welcome Ms. Aminah Din Muhammad to share her valuable insight with us. Over to you, Ms. Aminah. Ms. Aminah? Okay. Hello, Ms. Aminah.
Hello, I don't know why I was out of the meeting suddenly.
Oh, it's okay. Okay. Okay, you can start your session and share your screen.
Yeah, sure. Hello, everyone.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Hi, is the screen visible?
Not yet.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, okay.
Visible?
Yes, visible.
Yes, please.
Okay, all right. Hello, everyone. This is Aminah Din Muhammad. I want to ask again now, like, is it visible now?
Yes.
Still visible. Okay, sorry,
Yes,
like
visible.
if any issue or anything, like you cannot hear me, you can raise your voice. I will be getting back because there is some issue in the connection. So I think we can start here.
Yeah.
Actually, this is the session for mastering the Malaysian Technical Cooperation Program MTCP scholarship. And today I will be sharing the application insights, what is included inside the application, how you're going to master it, and I will share also some success tips for a strong application and the things to do or not to do. Everything is covered today, and I hope we will be going all along together till the question answer section. This is totally about me. I'm an MTCP scholar of 2021, and I did my bachelor's from Kaidevam University of Engineering, Science and Technology, Nawabshah from Pakistan. Then later for my master's, I continued to UMPSA Malaysia and MSc in Sustainable Environmental Engineering. I did my master's on MTCP, and I was distinguished among top 15 students among 4,000 applicants. It was told by our MTCP interview panel, like in our first meeting, that we were all among 4,000 applicants, and from those 4,000 applicants, only 60 were selected for interview. From those interview, 60 students, only there were 15 top students. From those 15 top students, only 11 students joined the MTCP scholarship in 2021, because most of the students did not know about MTCP scholarship and they switched to other sites as well. So from that on, you can see this Facebook post, the MTCP started welcoming all the students, and like it was a hype regarding students coming to Malaysia on a fully funded scholarship. So many students reached me out. In 2022, I supported like a lot of students, like so many students reached me out regarding supporting their application, reviewing their application, and guiding them throughout all the process from submitting application till final the interview. So among all of those, three were selected, finalisted from almost, I think, 10,000 applicants. Three were selected, and from those three, one student from India who was under my guidance from the scratch till the end, he was selected. And in the next meeting of the MTCP, we both were sitting together. Even after that, like I assisted in so many students in MIS scholarship. If the MTCP ends, the MIS scholarship starts, as most of the students know. So I assisted so many students in that. Four of them were successful, two were having masters, and two were having PhD. Now let's start with the MTCP. What is MTCP? MTCP is not only offering the long-term like masters courses, but they are also offering all the time like short-term courses to strengthen the relationship between all the countries around, like South-to-South cooperation. They are providing all these services. You can have access through their website. It will be through Facebook as well. You can track down all the courses. The objectives of the MTCP. The MTCP objective is mainly sharing developing experiences, strengthening bilateral ties, and supporting South to South cooperation, especially that is technical cooperation. I think these are the four objectives you need to keep in mind throughout all the process of your application, from getting the offer letter till the interview, because these four are the main pillars of the MTCP, where you will be going to be judged. Like, are you strengthening the ties between the countries? Are you trying to enhance the technical cooperation? Are you sharing experiences or not? So you should be focusing all those objectives of the MTCP from the beginning till the end to find a perfect application. As far as I think those who have already joined this might have gone through the website of the MTCP. So this is the general info available over there. The application starts from 14 June. This is about the 2024, and it ended on 14 July 2024. Like, you must remember, the soft reminder for previous 2024 was starting in May, but this time the soft reminder started in January. Last time in May, when they started soft reminder, the processes got delayed, and the intake for October for those students who were processing their visa from different countries having different processing timing, so they were getting delayed. Like, I myself had delay. I was processing my visa, but it take almost, I think, 2 months, because once it was reviewed by my institute due to some mistakes, so I couldn't join the October session, and I had to come back next year in February. So that caused a lot of trouble for them. So now maybe they will be starting in March or April. So you should be aware of this and start your application or getting offer letter in time. So when it's the time for application, you are already having your offer letter in your hand. So the interested applicants may apply to start using through this website. The portal will be open from the date of the opening, not now. You will see all the details for the 2024 application, not now. And this scholarship is full-time masters only. No PhD is included in that. The offer is almost 24 months, but it can be extended in some cases to 36 months. If your profile is strong, if your progress report throughout all the session, like 2 years, is very strong, you can get extension. But in some cases, not all the cases. Now let's come and talk about the benefits. I think so many students need the financial support at the beginning, like throughout the study. This is the core thing that everyone seeks for. So I would say like MTCP is having an amazing offer. Anyone can consider in Malaysia. For all the international students, it's like a great chance. So you should apply, must apply, like whether you're having any other scholarship or not, you should apply for this. You should not be wasting this opportunity. First thing, they provide the tuition fees, the whole sponsorship period. Like you just need to submit your offer letter inside the university postgraduate department, and they will like insert in the system. And you don't need to think about the tuition fees at any time. Like even if they are delaying the fees, it's up to them. It's not up to the student. They will never hesitate student, like never ask student to submit the tuition fees. And secondly, they provide 3,500 ringgit per month. As many of you or some of you are inside Malaysia, so you know very well that 2,000 ringgit are more than enough to cover all the expenses, all the living cost, renting, everything. And rest you will get as a bonus point. Like previously we had just 2,000 ringgit per month allowances, but now they have increased to 3,500 ringgit. Like it's more than enough. You can easily spend on your regular expenses. Also you can travel from that expenses, or you can save for your future later on. So I think it's really good amount to put the effort for. And the last one, off return economy class airline ticket. They provide one ticket at the beginning of the study and the one ticket when you're returning back. In between, then if you want to go back to your country, that's up to you. But they provide two tickets, like coming and going back. And I must suggest, if anyone get this scholarship, they let MTCP book the tickets for you, because it's sometimes the issue regarding the claim. Like when you are booking yourself, you need to claim using the all the receipts, giving them the boarding pass and everything. So it's a quite long process. So you should let them book for you. Now let's come to the field of the study. MTCP has given the priority bases that are four only: science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. But to some students who just know that nursing and medicine, nursing, medicine, and clinical pharmacy is not included in that. And the other areas of study are agricultural, forestry, fisheries, economics, education, environment, international relations, political science, social science, and humanities. You should firstly consider the core areas that are science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Whatever your study is, it should be focusing on science and technology, engineering, and mathematics. These are four core areas where your study should link. So you should firstly see the offer letters, or like the programs that are covering. Like you can also go to other studies, but there is always some link to the technology, to the engineering, to the mathematical side, or the science side. There is always a connection. So you should find a great connection in between those two things. Then comes the selection criteria. I think it's high level academic and extracurricular achievement. Like all your profile, you can like you have already done your bachelor's. So I think everyone is having extracurricular activities, high level academic record. So you just need to sort out your things, like what I have done. So because I think so many of the students have already participated in so many things, but they don't know their potential. So I want you from now on to like filter out all your achievements, whatever you have done, gather all the things, and keep in mind already excellent communication and writing and reading skills in English, like that is preferred in any country if you go abroad. Eligibility criteria, and here there are three main basic they have suggested. Like it will, the student or the applicant should not be more than 45 years old at the time of application. It's a quite huge range of the age, I think. Then CGPA 3.5, obviously, and the proof of English proficiency. I will elaborate it further in the next slide, but I would like to let you know that they accept the IELTS six bands and the TOEFL 60 a minimum total score of 60. But you can also give, like if you're not like if you're hesitant to give IELTS or TOEFL, because it's the time where you are like focused on so many things, so you are afraid, like if you invest your money or giving the high fees of IELTS or TOEFL, but you are investing in that in real. So I feel some of the students are hesitant. So you can also provide the certificate from your university mentioning that all the medium of instruction throughout your courses were in English medium. So they will give you, if you request your university, they will give you this certificate, and you have to certify it and submit in the application form. That is also acceptable. The last one is the excellent health certified by a doctor or physician, that I will show you in the next slides, that what does a medical form for the MTCP look like and what kind of tests you have to go through. You can go any clinic or pharmacy near you, around you, and they have, if they have STEM, they will put the seal of the clinic. So these four are the main basic criteria for the MTCP. You should consider all this before going further for the application. This is the website for MTCP. Sorry. Yeah, this is the website for MTCP Scholarship 2025. All the material here is available for 2024, like application guidelines, list of eligible universities. All the things are from 2024. Like everything will be changing suddenly when the portal opens for everyone to apply. So don't worry about this, that I cannot get this, I cannot log in or do this. So everything will open once the application portal is open. You are just given these guidelines to prepare yourself before time. This is the what we say, medical form. You can see that there's applicant name, age, gender, blood pressure, and any surgery history, and like these are the basic details. Like you need to go through a chest x-ray and a blood test to get all this information. Anywhere you go, you're near clear clinic, you will get the seal of the clinic, and then the document is ready. I must say, you should focus on each thing like very precisely. Like don't leave anything like, okay, maybe it is not like I'm not writing my weight, I'm not writing my height. So don't consider doing this. Do fill all the requirements, whether it is your blood group, blood pressure, gender, height, weight. Put everything accurately, whatever it is. Don't change anything, or like think of like I will do later and you miss the thing. Do everything properly and calmly. You can get the seal and clinic and signature from the I think that is around 1 month or 7 days before your application you can do. This is the recommendation letter you can give to your supervisors or your teachers before time. And this is the acceptable format that is already available on the website. You should not consider submitting any other format. You should consider this only. And you should give before time to your supervisors or teacher so that they can fill everything in time and the best for you. They can revise again and again. So it should stand out among all, because recommendation letter is also among you can say the particular or the uh, documents that stand out your application. So you should give to those persons who know you very well and who can define you. You can reach out them like again and again for any clarity, for any making any changes, because here so many things are already given. You will be completely defined by your teacher, like academic achievements, English proficiency. Here they will be like telling that how proficient you are in writing, how proficient you are in speaking, what are your technical skills, what is your innovation or creativity you have done so far. Any other comments, any other thing you have done, they will also mention. But you can get the signature from them on the last time, like maybe 10 days before the starting of application. It would be better for that. Don't take like too early. Now, the most important thing comes here, like list of the countries eligible for MTCP. You can check yours, and I think you can also comment here, so I could come to know that how many students are available there and from which country. You can track down, because I think they have changed the list from the previous years. There were, I think, more than 140 countries. this year. Last year they were reduced. So you can again go through. If you were not included in the previous year, you can also check in this year that whether you are in the list, your country is in list or not, and make sure in the first hand, because if you start the application process and you're not in the eligible countries, then it will be very difficult for you at that time. So I think you should check now and also comment in the chat box. This is the list of supported universities. These are 20 public universities supported by MTCP and 4 private universities that are offering the MTCP scholarship, or the MTCP scholarships support these universities while providing, but there is also subject to change. Like in any case, they may also change the, like, okay, we this time we are not giving to this university, it's up to them totally. But I think there so far nothing has been done like this, but there is subject to change. You should go to all the university website, whether it is public or private, and seek for the postgraduate opportunities. There are some research mode, there are some courseworks, you can apply both, but you should consider applying for those who you think that align with your goals and also the objectives of the MTCP. Must consider these things. Now the application process, as everyone know from the website, like you have to register and apply from this website, and then the system will be there from the starting of the application till the end, and you have to log in again at different stages. Like if you are applying for the application, there's a closing date. The portal will not be closed. Your application will be there, but you cannot make any changes after submitting your application. Then if you receive any email regarding like you are finalisted or shortlisted for the interview, it will be there, like in your like MTCP will just notify that we have sent the notification to the specific students, and you will receive all the details inside your portal, not everything in email. You have to log in into your portal. So keep in mind that you have to keep all the login details with you. Keep an email separately for this, which you have access all the time throughout the whole year of the process. So you will also be given links through that for the interview and also for the final acceptance letter. All the things in a scanned PDF, like keep in hand your all the scanned PDF documents. That is for all the applications. List of required documents. Okay, so after going through all the countries, like you have seen that your country is in the list, you are eligible in all the requirements, then you got the offer letter in your hand. Side by side, you can start preparing your required documents. The first one is passport, minimum 12 years validity, but 12 months validity. But make sure, like if you are looking at your passport now, it should be at least having like 15 or 16 months validity, because from now on, if you see the process, it will take almost 5 to 6 months. I think it should be more than 18 months, because 6 months will take the process, and then you will be having, at the time of traveling, you should be having 12 months validity of your passport. Otherwise it will cause trouble in your visa processing, delay your process. So you should consider like 12-month validity in your passport. If you're not having, you can renew it now. Like some countries have 5 years validity, some countries have 10 years validity. So you should consider applying for that. So it would be easy for you to like not to pay high fees in Malaysia again to renew your passport again before applying for your further visa. So must consider this before time. Then academic transcripts. Here it is a certified copy. Certified copy in Malaysia, and as far as for Pakistan is concerned, it is certified by 18 grade officer. Any 18 grade officer can certify your copy. Like there's a stamp, seal or stamp by the of their status, like mentioning their grade and their what we say post. So they stamp that one and make signature both. It should be a certified copy, whatever document you put, whether it is passport, academic certificate, yeah, or you are putting the English proficiency certificate, should be having the certification stamp and signature on it. The academic transcript obviously should be in the PDF form, and submit transcripts with Grading system. Grading system is important. When you flip your transcript, you will see the grading system there. So you should consider attaching along with your front of the academic transcript along with the grading system. IELTS and TOEFL, if you are already having, that is the best. That makes your application strong. If you're not having, get the proficiency certificate from your university. That is also acceptable. Then CV, you should, after bachelor's, you should be having your CV in hand. So, but make it according to the, like, you should tailor your CV according to the MTCP program, like how you want to apply. Like you must prioritize the education, your work related experience, and then the things you have done, like publications if you are having. If you're not, that is also totally fine. When I was applying, I was not having any single publications, but I was able to demonstrate myself, present myself in the best way. I presented my proposal in the best way. So you should not be going back like, okay, I'm not having these things, but you should consider applying if whatever profile you are having. Medical report, recommendation letters. Recommendation letters should be from 2 referees, not the single one, and it should be downloaded using this website. The format is given, must consider that. Don't go to any other format. Then comes the offer letter, admission offer letter. This is for 2024 intake, and then you will be having 2025 intake. Now here comes the question that most students ask, that where should we start from? Like what should we do now? Why it is a soft reminder, and what we need to do now. This time is to get the offer letter. Sometimes it may take 1 month, sometimes it may take 2 months, sometimes it goes like, in worst cases it goes 3 months. But you should start from now on, like shortlist any 2 to 3 programs, like whether you want to go for the coursework or you want to go for the research mode. Shortlist any programs using the list of the universities, go to their websites, email them, email the supervisor, see if there are any postgraduate opportunity available, or you want to go for the coursework, apply now. Because you will be having like 2 to 3 months process for getting the offer letter, like once they get your application. Because the offer letter is only issued by the university once in a month. Maybe it is around 21st or 23rd of the month, they have the Senate meeting. So they approve all the applicants and then issue the offer letter. You cannot get offer letter in between the dates, like, okay, I just applied now, in 1 week in I can get offer letter. No, it's not possible. Every university has their own process, their own Senate meeting in 1 month, and they issue the offer letter only once in a month. So you should consider like the timeline for that. You can explore the postgraduate opportunities using the university website or LinkedIn. Then you must consider the location of the university where you're applying, reputation of the university, what is the ranking of the university inside the Malaysia, also the worldwide, and what they are offering in each program. You should be having this knowledge in hand from beginning till the end, because this will support you a lot in getting the scholarship. Once you are having like enough information about your program, you can present it very well. Then connect with your potential supervisors. Like if you are going for a research mode, you will get connected through LinkedIn or email. So that is the best way to get connected with the supervisor. I think SV Academy also posts so many opportunities if they are available. Then you are having the CV, SOP, and recommendation letter. These 3 things in the starting, like when you are getting an offer letter, connecting to a supervisor, you should be having only CV, SOP, and recommendation letters. These are 3 basic things you should have in hand. You should not think about all the MTCP documents now. Just consider on CV, SOP, and recommendation letters. Work on this and submit recommendation for the offer letters. I think it can be in any form, depending on the university. You should check with the requirements of the university. Then follow up on the application that require funding. I must say, like, you should not solely rely on the MTCP scholarship. If you are going this far, you are getting the offer later, you should consider the other funding options available. You should talk to your supervisor, like what funding they are offering, what kind of funding available. So if any, by any means, like I wish you the best of luck that you get MTCP. But if any case, if you're not getting, you should be having a backup plan. You can also apply for MIS scholarship as well later on. And but if you are having funding as a backup plan, it is best. You should be having 3 to 5 offer letters. I think 3 would be enough. I applied on one offer letter only because I was very much confident on my supervisor that I can get this scholarship. She was very good in what we can say in guiding me. Whatever knowledge I'm having now, that was from my supervisor, master supervisor. She gave me all the details regarding the scholarship and asked me to change my motivation letter SOP regarding that. So I keep doing that. So I think you should also, when you're applying for the postgraduate, you should consider someone who is already saying that they will also support you in getting the MTCP scholarship, because some of the teachers post in the LinkedIn that they are supporting this offer by MTCP scholarship. So you should search for that one also. IELTS. Now, there's always a question that should we apply for IELTS or not? And I think it is recommended from my side, because if you are having a non-speaking country, then there is always some kind of changing in your tone. So if you go for the IELTS, you can improve your English very well. IELTS itself provides so many courses. Like if you subscribe for the IELTS or get the, what we say, register for the IELTS, they give a lot of courses for you to improve your English. They give all the tests and everything. But if you think you are confident enough that your English speaking communication levels are best, just go for the proficiency certificate. No need to go for the IELTS. Now the timeline comes. So this is the important thing, most important thing you should know, because most of you will be having the jobs or doing something in their lives. So just prepare yourself in mind that May will be the application opening process, but the soft reminder is in January. So do check all the time. Maybe they can open up in the March as well. Then the deadline is around June, July. Usually this is the deadline, but it can vary this time because the soft reminder is early this time, almost 3 months, I think 4 months early. Previously it was around May. So I think you should keep checking the websites and the Facebook page for updates. Then interview calls come around the July or August. In the August, they shortlist the applicants and they start sending the email. And within August, they conduct the interviews in between, like 21st till 30, not 30s, maybe from 11 to 20, they conduct all the interviews, and the result is announced by the end of August. Because there will be, if they don't do this by August, then there won't be enough time for students to get their visa approval letter that is processed through MGS. EMGS takes almost, I think for Pakistan, they take just 2 months maybe at maximum. But if your all the documents are correct, they can take like 4 to 6 weeks. So you should consider also searching for EMGS application process. What is the timeline for your country and how you are going to tackle this? Then enrollment, either you can enroll in October intake or February intake. But nowadays, I think MTCP is just considering the students coming in October intake. So I think you should go all the EMGS process and everything before time. Like what is the timeline? Some countries delay the process. So I think you should consider all these factors while you are applying for the scholarship, or you get the interview call, or you get the what we say acceptance letter. So you should see all the EMGS process. What is the timeline? How you are going to go through all the process? You should do consider. Now comes the tips for a strong application. If you have, most of you have seen or not the application process, it consists of all the personal background information, academic, and then experience, then all curricular or co-curricular activities. Then there comes the main part, that is compelling statement of intent and field of studies. There are two portions with limited words given. and you have to write the paragraphs in that, an essay. It should be strong, and then strong recommendation letter is among the what we say making your application strong. Research proposal. If you are applying for the research mode, some supervisor give you the research proposal, but some don't. So you should consider writing your research proposal from the day you get your offer letter from the university. Take out your topic, start writing the proposal. That will make your application very strong. But you can also, I think, ask from your supervisor as well if they are providing any support in writing your research proposal. Now, tips for a strong application. Firstly, the statement of intent. The statement of intent tells all your academic journey, that like how you are representing yourself, why you are best for this master's and this MTCP scholarship. So you should take all your experiences, like how they connect to the MTCP objectives, MTCP, like what are they are doing for uh, strengthening ties, do south to south cooperation, technical expertise, whatever you are having, just be in hand, reflect in this, start with any compelling statement. That your statement of intent should stand out among all the process. It should not be the same as like any other student has given. You have to write you are telling your personal story, not telling anyone's story. Like nowadays, people are using the Chat GPT or any other Bard or any other application to make their motivation letter or statement of intent. So I think it is not a best option to go for it. Yes, you can use for improving the structure or any sentence, but don't go for writing all the statement. Then you have to add your personal background together with qualification. Then what is your motivation for applying MTCP? Then comes your research proposal. If you're not having the research proposal, you must be having your coursework. Go through all the courses and align with the objectives of the MTCP and how it is significant to the world. You can use the SDG, Sustainable Development Goals, National Action Plan for the Malaysia, or you can whatever the relation is in your country or Malaysia, how it is going to strengthen the ties between the both countries. So you have to go through all these processes. Keep in mind, keep all these points along with you throughout the application process to become a strong application. First thing, objectives of the MTCP. Second things, how it is significant to the world. Third thing, how it is going to strengthen the ties between your country and Malaysia. These all things are very compelling in your strong application. Like what is your statement of intent? It should not only be reflecting you, it should be reflecting how you are going to, like how this program, how your master's is going to have an impact on the world, Malaysia, your country, and everything. And how in the last you should mention in the separate paragraph what will be your future contribution as a scholar to your country. Like you must consider this thing, like okay, I will be whatever your program is, whatever your masters is regarding, how it is going to have impact on your country when you come back after doing the masters. So it should be like a reflecting point in your application, that how it is going to make change. It should not be anything like okay, yeah, I will do this thing and it will make this changes, very not general. It should be specific, whether it is regarding environment, like it's any energy crisis in your country, how it is going to change the policies in your country, how you are going to impact the policy options inside your country. You should be specific, like what is the current situation now and how it is going to improve in the next few years, or you when you will graduate. What is your goal in changing or making a change in your country? So these are all the points to be considered for the strong statement of intent. That is the significant part of the application. I hope everyone is there listening me. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yes, we are listening.
Okay, now comes the most important part, that is field of study. Since the beginning, when you are applying for the offer letter, you should start collecting your points, like why I am choosing this master's, why I am choosing this course, why I choose this university, why this field of study. You should be having all these questions with you since the beginning. Like I did my master's in renewable energy and environment, like it's sustainable environmental engineering, but it is having the conversion of environment related emissions into the useful chemicals, or we can say fuel. So it is mostly related to energy and environment both. So I reflected that my country is having crisis in these countries, and how I'm going to this masters is going to support my country, how I will be going back and supporting my country in this regard. So you should consider from the beginning, like if you are applying for any offer, any program, any masters, how it is going to impact your overall MTCP and your country back when you are going back after your masters. The second question is why this university? For example, I went to UMPSA. So as my supervisor told me, like you should also ask your supervisor, like what should I consider telling about my university? My supervisor told me like our university UMPSA was industry before. So whatever the equipment he's having, UMPC currently was industrial scale, not university buying from any engineering what we say consultants or engineering. So all the things, all the equipment that I will be using will be industrial scale. So it will definitely be something innovative and can be applied in the real life. Innovative, but yet should be a real time application. It should not be like something you are boosting up, or like I will change this world, I will change the whole my country. No, it should be realistic, like I will do this change, a realistic change, but it should be novel, like something new. Then why this field of study? Obviously, whatever the field of study you are taking, for me it was energy and environment, so I connected it both together, that how energy crises like are impacting our environment, and then I need to consider both things parallel, and how it is going to change the environment of my country, Malaysia, overall worldwide, how it is going to impact everything all around. I connected all the things from the core of my subject to the country of my origin, that is Pakistan, then in Malaysia, then the worldwide. Your career plan, maybe 5 to 10 years, you should tell. For my case, it's a researcher. So I told about like how I'm going to contribute to the academic research, development and everything. And what are my 5 to 10-year career goal? What is my dream job, or what is my dream, like whether I want to do PhD or want to do research, in what field I'm going to do research. You should be having like long-term thinking, that what you are going to do after having this masters, like how, like if you get this masters, how it is going to impact your long-term career goal. You should also reflect on this. Then masters, like the same thing comes, how your masters university supervisor, yeah, you should also be having the enough knowledge of your supervisor, like what is their citation, what are their projects they are working on, and how they are already impacting the university or the worldwide, what are their research field of study, how they can make impact on the world. So I think you should also having the same information about your supervisor as you are having about yourself, so you can defend that, okay, me along with my supervisor can do the best. Then comes your career plan, linking into SDG and United Nations goals. Then career plan with your MTCP program. Uh, all these all these lines come along with whatever I have discussed now, like your goal, your academic, your professional. abilities, your field of study, your supervisor, all should be linked to your career plan, then sustainable development goals, then finally come the MTCP objectives that we already discussed, connecting bilateral ties, encouraging cooperation between South to South, technical expertise. These four are the main objectives you should consider throughout the application, that, okay, my coursework will do this kind of impact on the MTCP objectives, like how it will be strengthening the bilateral ties between your country and the Malaysia. So you should consider also mentioning in your field of study that how it is going to impact the objectives of the MTCP. Then why does they sponsor you? And like you are representing yourself, so you should tell that how you are standing out among maybe 5,000 or 10,000 applicants. Why they should sponsor you? You have to tell by yourself in the statement of intent or field of study. Then last is the relationship between your academic achievements, professional achievements, personal interest, and your career plan. In the end, you should be having a paragraph, closing paragraph, that reflects all the relationship between whatever academic achievements you have done, whatever your professional development is, what is your personal interest, and lastly the career plan. So this will make your application strong, that you are having like, okay, like very straightforward strategy. You are having your career plan all together aligned, and you know what you are going to do. You are not someone applying, okay, randomly I just applied for the application. No, you should be having all the things in focused, whether you are applying for this application or any other application. Okay, so now comes the common mistakes to avoid: missing the deadlines and delays. All these requirements should be completed in time, like beforehand, like offer letter, your medical form, your recommendation letter. Then comes in the application, there's one page in the application where you need the signature from the dean of your university or the department seal. So you should consider doing that within time. Don't delay that, because it will come at the end when you will complete all the application and print out the form. You will get that page after that. So you should consider that if you are submitting all those things, you should be at least having 1 week, because sometimes there are holidays, sometimes the person is not available. So don't delay in submitting application, like, okay, this is the deadline, I will submit in the end. No, be prepared, do within time, complete all within time, maybe 10 days, 15 days early, so you are having enough time to get the signature from your university authority. Or sometimes I'm not sure this year they are going to have this thing, but in the previous year 2022 2023 they were having signature from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Whatever ministry is in your country, whether it is in the capital or in your city, you should consider contacting them as well. They provide this service of attesting your documents or the submitting your application. Not all the documents, it will be only in submitting application in the end. So you should consider this thing. What is the requirement? Sometimes they are okay with the signature of the dean, but sometimes they ask for the MOFA attestation. Submitting incomplete documents. Let me tell you this thing. When I was having the gathering for MTCP, first gathering, they told me, like, from 4,000 applicants, when they shortlisted 60 for the interview, what was the first, filtering thing? That was documents. Some are not having their medical form attested completely, or the seal is not there. Some of them is not having like the strong recommendation letter. Someone is missing some documents, okay, attached one document in place of another documents. So these were the common mistakes among the applicants who got rejected without any reason. Even they were having strong profiles, but they could not submit proper things, like in hurry they submitted everything, but they changed the document, or their files were missing. Whatever the required document it is, like, it was not up to the extent how is the, like, you can say, standard of the application. They were not reaching out the standards of the application. Secondly, poorly written statement. That is all I told you about, like how your statement of intent should be, how it will be covering all the things. So you need to revise it not one time, second time, third time, 5 times, or you should get what we say guidance from someone around you, maybe your supervisor, your university teacher, to get a review from them all the time, like maybe 2 3 times you get a review, because you will not be able to demonstrate yourself purely. You will not be covering all the things, there will be something missing out there. So you should consider all this. Not aligning with MTCP objectives, the main thing. The objectives of the MTCP should be the core of the focus throughout all the process of the application. Ignoring guidelines and eligibility criteria, like some people just go and start writing their application. They have not gone through the website, they have not gone through the requirements, what is the requirement, what the MTCP wants. Must read out all the requirements available on the website, or whatever your instructions are given. So you should consider all those. Weak or generic recommendation letters. Whenever you are reaching out anyone, must reach out someone who know you very well. Like there will be someone from your final year project, your supervisor, who know your technical expertise very well, who know that you can represent yourself very well, what are your strengths and weaknesses, everything. So you should go to some person who is able to present you very well, not any generic person and fill out the form, but who know you very well throughout all these process, because there is also like space in that, that since how long this persons have known you, like your referee, how long they have known you. So this is also a compelling point to, like you can say, a point to make your application strong. So if you avoid this, it will be a major mistake, making your application very weak. So here comes the like question answers the session. I will hand over to Miss. Yeah,
Okay.
I hope I have
Thank you,
covered
Miss
all
Amina.
the.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go for the session. So thank you, Miss Amina, for such an informative session. So I'm sure our attendants have gained a lot of valuable knowledge on preparing a successful MTCP scholarship application. Now we will move to our question and answer session. So for the first one, there's a question from Fada. I'm not the question is he's asking about why the application not including nursing, medicine, and clinical pharmacy. Because if he want to apply for a major in faculty perubatan, for example, would the application receive a lesser chance or how? This
Actually, they
one
have
question
mentioned
about.
purely that clinical pharmacy, nursing, they are not included. So I'm not sure what is the reason for this. Like you
Mm-hmm.
cannot be a good applicant. I cannot say this. You may be a strong applicant, but I think all these pharmacy, nursing, and medicine does not align with the objectives of the MTCP. As you have seen
Okay.
that like whatever the bilateral ties or south to
Mm-hmm.
south cooperation, technical cooperation, they are seeing all the technical cooperation. Even if you go to the courses what they are applying or offering, yeah, there are some courses related to the pharmacy or medicine, you can go through it, but I think they are not offering the master's scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
Am I clear, Fada?
Okay, for the next question from Shaikh. So he asked about should we need to apply first for university, then we need to apply for MTCP scholarship.
Sorry, I cannot
Right. Should we need to apply first for university? Then we apply for MTCP scholarship.
Yes, you must get an offer
Oh.
letter from the university. This is the first step. As I mentioned, you should get an offer letter, whether it is
Mm-hmm.
coursework or research mode. The first step is to get the offer letter from university. And there are, like inside the MTCP applications, there are 3 slots available. Like you can list 3 applications from different universities, like one can be UNIMEP, one can be University of Malaya, one can be UMPSA. You should be having like, okay, for me, I applied one offer letter and I got accepted on it. But you should be having at least three. Then, like till the process of your interview, you can choose one. Like at the end of the interview, you have to choose only one, but you should be having three offer letters in hand as a backup plan, you can say. Okay.
And then there's another question from Yibong. So he asked about if other research work or research top master coursework or research master program, which one is the most considered by the MTCP?
Taught masters or research? Both. There's no any
Both,
difference because as I remember, most of us were in my batch, half of us were research mode, half of us were coursework. Like less than half were coursework, because mostly students prefer research mode because it's very flexible, not having a strong timeline like a course program, quizzes and everything. So mostly student prefer research work, but by MTCP, both are acceptable, both are given equal opportunities, as long as you defend yourself that how this course is going to get the objectives of that MTCP. So the point is representing yourself throughout all the process.
Right. Okay. Another question is, what are the word limit for the essay or statement for purpose? Word limit.
Word limit, yeah, that is the point. I think that is that will be available when the application will be open. But as far as I remember, it is around 500 to 600 words for each. 5 to 600. Yeah.
Okay. So for the last question is, what is the condition of this scholarship? Are you supposed to go back to home country after completion, or you have an option to stay in Malaysia?
Actually, the hard and fast rule is the like what they are required to do is come back to after the finishing your masters and serve your country, because this is the basic thing or objectives of the MTCP, that you should make the ties strong. So you come back and work for your country. But if you want to continue for your like long-term goals, that is another point. You can come back after completing your long-term goals like PhD or any other coursework that you want to finish before. So they don't, I think they don't put hard and fast on that, that you can complete your, what we say, education. You can complete your education and then come back, but you should be putting some effort towards your country.
Okay, thank you. Okay, last question. If you are applying for a tough master program when writing compelling statement, must I consider point D and E?
D and E, I'm sorry.
Must I consider from this? Point D and E master program. This is from where?
Nibong George.
Is
I
Yes,
think he
thank
can,
you so
he
much.
can.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think it's from the slide from to us. So from that point D, I think it was being written there that we have to like write something. If you can go back to the slide, please, I would really appreciate that. Thank you.
Which one?
which slide?
This
Is it
one?
No, the back. Go back a little bit. Yeah. Yes. So point. Yeah. No. To the front, please. You see a companion statement slide.
This one.
No, not this one. There are some. Yeah, this one. No, the other one.
Another one. This
Yes.
one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you specify that you have to write a research proposal, background objective, and significance of research to world and all that. So if your master's program is not a research, should you include that point when writing a compelling statement, or you can just go away with it? Thank you.
Okay, so if your program is not a research program, you should go to your coursework, like what courseworks they are suggesting, like there's a timeline, like in the first semester, second semester, third semester, what courses you will taught. So you can take all those courses, for example, energy and environment, solar energy engineering, like, or policy, energy environmental impact. So these will be courses, so you can align all those courses to the, like, how it is going to impact to the world. Or there is also final year project. Don't consider that if you are going to do coursework, you will not be having any thesis or research. There will be a part of research or thesis always involved. So go through all the coursework if you're not having the research proposal. Am I clear?
Okay. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. I think I've even sent a connection to your LinkedIn already, so I'll be waiting for your acceptance.
All right, sure.
So there's another this one. There's another question. What is the difference between MIS and MTCP? Since you encourage both to apply.
Yeah, I will encourage you to apply for both. Firstly, if you're going for masters, MTCP is open in the first, maybe in June, July. Once the process is done, closing interviews are conducted, then MIS opens. MIS is for both masters and PhD, not for masters only. So the second thing is difference stipend. Definitely, MTCP is offering 3,500 ringgit per month, and MIS is offering 1,500 only, and no any other, like you will not be given the airline ticket or any other opportunity. So I think MTCP is the best, but by any means, like I won't say this that you are not competent enough or you won't be selected. I wish everyone gets selected because it's a very wonderful journey. So if you are not selected, then must go ahead for MIS.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, so this is the very, very last question. So having degree from Malaysia, what do you think? Is it worth it in terms of securing a job? Because Malaysia only allow local, so what scope of it? Even if you are not enrolled in top Malaysian like uni like UPM, you can get fund PhD from Europe.
Who said that?
Aurangzeb. So this one project.
Aurangzeb Rajput. Okay, yeah. Like if you are getting any offer from Europe, I won't ask you to come back to Malaysia. Okay, definitely. Malaysia is not offering what we say internationals to stay for long or do jobs there, stay for long. Yeah, that is a point to be considered like Europe, because Malaysia is offering regularly new courses, new students. Like it is a huge intake every year, so they cannot allow everyone to stay in. So you should consider is it like you can opportunity to stepping ahead, because sometimes some students have a lot of, you can say, research gap and so many things. Their age doesn't define the requirements of the Europe, USA. So for them, this is the golden opportunity. But if you are having a good opportunity in hand, I would suggest you go ahead. But MTCP gives you, you know, a prestigious very prestigious status during these 2 years. Let me show you. Today I'm wearing this scarf given by MTCP scholarship. Is it visible?
Wow. Yes, visible. Very nice.
So I'm telling you the like privileges I had, the trips I had with MTCP, the gatherings I had. It is really a great privilege to be around all those MTCP person in charge. So if you're having a good opportunity in hand, go ahead. If you want to apply for MTCP, I'm here to help you at any stage.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Miss Amina, for the answer. Okay. So as we come to the end of this webinar, I'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to Miss Amina De Mohammed for her time and valuable insight. I also like to thank each of you of your participation and engagement. So before we wrap up, here are a few reminders. If you haven't already, do follow SV Academic Consultancy on social media for more academic tips and scholarship guidance. You can revisit today's key takeaway by checking our website at https://svacademicconsultancy.webday.com. And also, if you have further questions, feel free to reach out via WhatsApp at 011 541 23907. So once again, thank you all for joining us. Wishing you the best in your scholarship application and have a great day ahead. Thank you, Miss Amina.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, everyone.